If you do not lead by examples, others will not obey you. Whatever the noblest persons do, the ordinary person imitates. The standard they set, the ordinary people follow. So, even for the sake of setting an example, one should perform the action. They set up a wonderful standard, the gold standard is set up over there, and then you try to reach to that standard or make that as the benchmark, and you try to reach that. That is very important. And then Sri Krishna elsewhere says, Parasparam bhavayanta shreya param avapsyata. That means when you keep on performing this kind of actions, parasparam, each other is benefited, bhavayanta. Through that, you will be reaching to the highest state. That is the idea. Yad yad acharati sreshta. That is why this acharana is very important. Acharana is leading by example. Some of you are all great managers. You all know this very well. That if you do not lead by examples, others will not obey you. They will not pay any heed to whatever you say or whatever you do. One holding a very high position, it means whether it be intellectual positions or political powers, etc., one must have that ideal before himself and then must follow an ideal. Yat pramanam kurte, whatever standard such person lays, others will follow. I will conclude with an incident from the life of Sri Ramakrishna. Those of you that have read the life of Sri Ramakrishna will know it. Sri Ramakrishna's father, Kshudiram, was a very truthful personality, extraordinarily truthful personality. So he lived in a village called Dere, and he led a very comfortable life. The landlord of that place, Zamindar, also respected him a lot. The whole village respected him for his truthfulness and his uprightness and his kindness towards all beings. Now, one day, this landlord of that place, he got into some legal battle, and in order to give evidence in favor of him, he asked many people, and they all said, well, the judge will not accept any evidence. They will not care much for our evidences, but go to Kshudiram because he is known in the whole area as a truthful person. So go and ask him. So if he agrees and if he gives an evidence in your favor, know for certain that your case is won. So the Zamindar, Zamindar means a landlord, he goes to Kshudiram. Kshudiram was a very poor person, but very honest person. He had some land, and then he was looking after his family very well. And so he goes to Kshudiram and says, Kshudiram, I need help from you. You must come to the court and then you must give evidence saying that I am innocent in this case. Kshudiram thought for a while and said to him, Sir, I am sorry, I cannot do this because I know very well that you have committed a grave error. You have committed a mistake over there. You have wronged the other person. So how can I go and against my principles? How can I do that? I will not do. So naturally, the case was lost by the landlord, and the landlord, by very devious means, he made sure that Kshudiram lost his everything, his land and property and everything. So Kshudiram was without a roof on his head, and he had about an acre of land. That's all that he had. Anyway, so at that moment he said, whatever is the will of the Lord, I will accept it. Just at that time, another rich person from the neighborhood village, the Lahas, he said, Kshudiram, I know how good you are. Come, I will give you a small plot of land. You stay there, you grow your own food, and you look after your family. And that's how he came to the place called Kamarpukur, where Sri Ramakrishna was later born. So he led such a great example that Sri Ramakrishna says that if my father did not hold on to such high ideals, do you think a person like me would have been born at his household? No, he would have never been born to such a household. So that is the price he had to pay, was being sent away from his property and his village. But again, the Lord showed him the way, and then a great soul was born. Sri Ramakrishna was born in his household. So yad achariti shrestha, whatever the people in higher places, whatever they follow or whatever actions they perform, the others follow by example, and you should set a positive example in the lives of your children, your family, your community, your whole nation, so to say.